So I saw a video earlier this week, and it was obviously an AI generated video. Are you familiar, either one of you, with the opening scene in Inglorious Bastards?
Oh,
Great,
it's been forever since
great
I've seen
film
that
by
movie.
Quentin
I love
Tarantino.
A long time ago.
This is where Hans Lanza, the German Jew hunter, walks into the home owned by Mr. I believe it's Mimu, and so they have this unbelievably tension-filled conversation, and it turns out that the guy is hiding Jews, underneath the floorboards of his house,
right?
And so
God, it's been forever.
Lanza figures this out.
I may have to watch it tonight now.
And I saw earlier this week, and the reason I'm thinking about this is because Andrew brought it up right before the podcast started.
I did.
I saw a video, an AI generated video earlier this week that was based on that scene, but it's set in the UK. And a dude with a German outfit walks into this guy's house, and he notices, and that the UK in that part of Europe is undergoing a horrible heat wave, heat dome, which we're about to enter into.
So hot.
Yeah.
And apparently, because
fucking Satan's taint,
they've gone green with energy, you're not allowed to run your air conditioning.
Yeah,
or you're not even allowed to have air conditioning.
Yeah, they're making you turn it off.
And so I saw this AI video, and it just popped up randomly on my feed. I wish I would have thought to give it to Jason so we could show it today. And I thought to myself, what the hell is this about? Because it's based on that scene, and then the German guy is questioning the guy who owns the house because he looks all cool and comfortable. And he's like, you shouldn't be this cool and comfortable because it's on his balls. So he finally, he says, you're hiding an air conditioning unit, aren't you? And so they show the German dude walking down the basement, pulls out his gun and shoots the air conditioning unit. But that is actually based on something that is true in the UK, is that, and there's the headline from Not the Bee, but they are telling people if you have air conditioning in your home, you cannot run it, you cannot use it, and you have to take it out.
And their logic is so fucked up.
Is that the whole United Kingdom, or is it just parts? Like, is it London?
Probably London.
It's like the metropolis that
probably centered.
But the
London.
thing is, I mean, when
I'm gonna have to text my cousin because my cousin actually lives over there.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna have to text him. I don't know where he lives now. He actually he's got dual citizenship now, but I'm gonna have to text him and find out.
But when you look at what we have going on now, the axis of the far left Democrat Party, the Islamists and socialists, otherwise known as communists. When you look at the coming together and the melding of these and forming this axis now, people are going to say, well, there's the good old Dan Carroll again, right-wing kook. But this sort of thing is what's on the way here in the United States if we continue to go down this road.
That is not the bee. Let's just make sure no one misunderstands. That's happening in Europe. That is actually happening in England. And Not the Bee is not to be confused with The Bee, which is satire. That's actually happening.
And the number of people still getting arrested for either saying something that runs afoul of the thought. They actually have thought police.
Yeah, you got to be arrested there for saying
you can't pray in certain areas.
You can't pray in public. Yeah. You can be arrested for posting.
Apparently, you can't even pray silently in public.
Let me ask you a question.
You can't pray in your own head.
You can be arrested for posting hateful rhetoric. What would happen to me?
And that's
you would never see the light of day again.
I'd be Hannibal Lecter.
and that's the thing. Like the fact that country is doing those things and literally kicking down doors, essentially.
Yeah.
And rating and
2 o'clock in the morning.
And you were just talking about the beginning scene of Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah,
it's not far off.
About hiding Jews. Well, you're hiding your speech.
You're hiding your speech.
And you're getting taken away.
And somebody could be offended by what you post. They'll turn you into the police. And there's video, lots of videos. 2-3 o'clock in the morning, they're banging on your door. And they're like, did you post this on social media? I'm like, are you out of your first of all, that's one reason in my mind for the Second Amendment. You go beating on my door at 2:00 in the morning. There's, no matter what, there's gonna be a problem.
I'm allowed to say whatever I want.
Not there.
But you may not agree with
not there.
Right?
Not
there.
Not there. And that's why people, that's why
I can't take a country seriously enough when their cops don't carry guns. Unless they're special, the specialty units, the SWAT units. Those are the only ones that carry guns. So fuck you, Bobby.
Well,
as you come knocking, racking on my door.
Why do you?
Because I'll fucking shoot you.
Why do you think it's important that we talk about what's going on in this country? How do you think it got started there? It got started incrementally. It builds little by little. And then people are like, oh, it's okay. They're never going to do that. And it's okay. They're never going to do that. And then eventually they do that. And then you keep building and building and building.
Well, if you voice any opposition to it, then you're a bigot, you're a racist, you're
some sort of phobe,
Islamophobe,
homophobe,
transphobe, whatever.
Germphobe.
Yeah, I did not.
Danphobe is one I
did not see the air conditioning thing until Andrew sent it to me earlier today. I had not seen that. We've had alerts here. Hey, just drop. Don't run your air conditioning so much because it's putting a strain on the grid. Well, why is our grid not strong enough?
Because it's never been updated.
And that's exactly you're walking exactly right in. And the infrastructure is shit.
And they know it's. I saw that. I couldn't speak there for a minute. And they know it's. Look, our electrical grid. It's no secret. It's been well done. I hope. What that? Not that. I didn't send that. Dan's on a different site.
Okay.
Dan's swiping right while we're doing the show. I don't know what he's on, but
I'm trying to. We were starting late, so
shit. What was I talking about? The simple fact of the matter is, it's well documented that our electrical grid has been neglected for a very long period of time. It's very susceptible to attack. The reason that Texas, remember the cold snap in Texas?
Oh yeah.
The reason
all the windmills froze up.
But the reason Texas is on its own grid that's not connected to the rest to other grids easily. So Texas couldn't get any more electricity.
How's that working out?
Not well.
Didn't work out.
Had that.
Yeah, during the freeze.
And when's the last time we built a new power plant in this country? It's been a while because of the hoops by past administrations put on there, and then the ones that we did have right down the road here in Cincinnati.
You remember what Obama said about that, don't you?
We're going to close all coal.
Yeah, he said if you want to try and build a coal-fired power plant,
good luck to you.
He says it is necessarily going to be prohibitively expensive.
Well, right down the road,
and that's
down the river. We had what was the name of
Beck Jordan.
Yeah, it's closed. It's closed. And that was a coal-fired power plant
in the midst of a huge lawsuit.
Yeah, very big lawsuit about pollution. But the simple fact of the matter is that was a coal-producing power plant. Now that's taken offline. They haven't done anything to supplement that power. And we're talking about modular nukes. They are still a little ways away. I shared an article today about it. They're still not ready for prime time. They're still being developed. And they've brought the Trump administration has done some stuff to bring shuttered nuclear plants back online. Everyone points to 3 Mile Island. Everyone points 3 Mile. Oh my God, do you remember 3 Mile Island? If you watch the movie with Jane Fonda, and I don't suggest you watch it. It was Jane Fonda, wasn't it? Yeah. And you sit there and they act like, oh my God, 3 Mile Island melts to death. That's not what happened. There was a small release. Do you know what 3 Mile Island was?
Remember what they used to say?
Ask Jason.
I watched a documentary on it, but I'm not completely versed, but I watched a documentary. I haven't watched the movie.
What was released at 3 Mile Island?
I can't remember.
I think some steam.
Correct.
Yeah,
there was no meltdown. There was some.
Well, they talked about how there was going to be a meltdown.
Okay,
and it was big. A big news story every morning, every night.
So the point was there was some radioactive steam released, and it was less than you getting like a chest X-ray.
Yes, yes, I do remember that.
And yet, if you say to somebody,
it was dispersed by the wind.
Yeah, but if you say to somebody, "Hey, let's do nuclear power," you know what the first word they say? What about 3 Mile Island
or Chernobyl?
Well, Chernobyl was a bit different.
I know. Yeah. No, it's completely. But that's what they grab onto.
Correct. And Chernobyl was, listen, I'm not asking the Russians to come here and build a freaking
That was just lack of care and lack of
maintenance, care, design,
yes,
any number of things.
Yes.
And now there's that magic fungus that's eating the freaking radiation.
And to be honest, me being younger than you guys, like I don't remember 3 Mile Island like in my like active life, but like I like documentaries. So I saw it. I thought it was growing up. I thought it was way bigger than what it actually was. And once I watched the documentary, I'm like, okay.
At the time, the news made it way bigger than it actually was.
Why would we not sensationalize all these things?
I mean, just
there was going to be a meltdown. The core was going to melt down, and it was going to be hotter than the surface of the sun.
Everyone's growing
and it
a
was
third arm.
Melt all the way through the planet Earth and come out in China somewhere. It was one of those things.
You're growing 4 nipples and an extra arm, but not the one you want.
So,
how long have we had nuclear-powered submarines?
Oh my God!
Here in the United States,
decades, 50 years,
and those sailors have been.
This is what was the first nuclear sub? Was the Nautilus, and it was in the 60s.
We've got nuclear-powered carriers.
Yeah, they've been going forever.
And I mean, these sailors,
the Navy,
they live within an arm's length of a nuclear reactor for months and months and months at a time.
But this ties into what we're talking about. So, meaning your environmentalists, are restricting our power. So you get alerts here. Hey, there might be rolling brownouts now. I've never had it happen. And
that's a regular thing in California.
Let me tell you something. I know a bit about electricity. Nothing is worse for your compressor on your air conditioner or your AC unit than a brownout, because it turns the power. It doesn't shut it off. It just kind of turns the voltage down. It's like that just chews up your compressors. Let me ask you guys: have you had anything in your house that has been zapped by like a power spike or a power surge or any electronics?
Oh yeah. We don't get them. We don't get them now, but I think
in the past
we used to get them.
Yeah, and good luck
occasionally.
Good luck billing Duke for that. So could you imagine what a brownout if it chewed up your refrigerator? You go to Duke, you say, "Hey, we had a brownout. You owe me for a new refrigerator." Good. Yeah, we'll get that. We'll get right on that.
Yeah.
What model do you want?
Here's your ticket number.
We'll
get back to you.
You need to call me when you have the hammer, when you're represented by the hammer.
Or Blake Maislin.
Yeah. But hey, look.
But no, you're right.
That's coming, man. That's coming.
We
keep going down this road. We go down this road. Can't have coal because that's bad. Okay, great. Can we have nukes? No, 3 Mile Island. That's bad. What about if it's 100 degrees out? Can I turn my air conditioner on? No, that's bad. I mean, what the? Where are we evolving or are we devolving? You tell me.
Well, do you think? And it's a loaded question.
I don't think.
Well, I know you don't.
No,
but all right, so the whole global warming and everything that comes with it. So you have this big heat wave that's getting ready to hit us personally. It's already coming across, and then you have the earthquakes in Venezuela.
90 degrees right now.
Is it global warming?
Or summer?
Do you guys? I call it summer.
It's
personally.
I just like to remind you, it is 4th of July, a week from yesterday, right?
It's the natural regular cycle of things.
So you guys don't ascribe to the global warming aspect.
Well, it's changing now. It's now called climate change.
Climate change.
So because global warming wasn't selling,
so we'll go with that.
So do I think it's man-made climate change? I'll ask you this question. I'll answer it this way. If there is a hurricane barreling towards the Gulf Coast, what can we do to stop it?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Can't.
So do I think that some things? I mean, when we were younger, and Jason, you'll probably remember this. What was the biggest thing growing up when we were younger, climate-wise? I'll give you a minute.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Ozone hole.
Oh yeah, the
ozone.
The ozone.
What do you not hear?
Oh,
about?
You can't have aerosols.
Yeah, you had to have
can't have
pits,
aerosols,
right? You had to have smelly pits. So
I never use fucking spray on because only women use spray on fucking deodorant.
I like a spritz.
You
kidding
fucking
me?
yeah. That's
a spritz
again. You're arguing my point for me.
But my point is,
Thank you.
I can reach places I can't reach with the bomb. But let me ask you this: what do you?
I still have the video.
So we changed all the thing, and now, I mean, the ozone hole, you don't even hear that discussed anymore. Like healed itself. It's like done. It's healed. I don't know.
No one talks about the
no
ozone
one talks
anymore.
about the ozone hole.
Nobody gives a shit
No
anymore.
one gives a shit anymore. It doesn't sell.
Even Bill Gates came out and said we need to rethink what we're doing on this climate change stuff.
Yeah.
He's
Al Gore though made a lot of money.
He made a lot of money.
And you know what Al
he's
Gore
still
has?
he just did an interview
Yeah, he's
last
still
week with
claiming
ABC
it. Right.
News.
Yeah, the science.
Say, well, you know, my movie, it was everything was correct. The scientists were dead on. I mean, what a clown.
Look, we have had the fortune, if you study the history, or if you look into history of the Earth, we are living in a very, very small period given the history of the Earth, like the existence of the Earth. And it has been a very, very quiet period, very quiet. And now that might be changing. Do I think it's because of man, or do I think it's in relationship to the activity of the sun and the proximity of the sun? I would say it's the latter, not the former.
I saw an interesting graphic one time, and I'll never forget it.
Interesting thought. I've never thought about that way,
But the way to think about the timeline of the Earth is like this: if you took an entire calendar year, okay, and you went from the history of the Earth, from the very beginning of the history of the Earth,
In the beginning,
I mean, all the way through all the epics and periods and all
start
the
quoting Monty Python.
all the other stuff that we've had, month after month after month after month, and you finally get to where humans come out and emerge on the Earth.
right?
Okay, we are in the final minute of the last day of that calendar year.
Yeah, exactly.
So that is, you know, we have, you think about, you have 1 minute of 1 year compared to what goes on the entire rest of the year.
right.
How
But
minuscule
but-
an amount of time is that?
But we're responsible.
Yeah, it's
all your fault.
it doesn't make any sense.
No, I mean, look, the sun goes through periods of activity.
Sun's pretty big too.
It's a big thing. It's a big. You got your sun,
But-
and they got the sun goes through
compared to the Earth.
solar
and our
cycles.
sun is just an average star. It's not even that big compared to like really big stars.
Yeah, but
Go
we're not
ahead.
there. But my point is that the sun goes through periods of solar activity, solar maximum, solar minimum. And you know, if you take a balloon and you move it closer to the light bulb, or you make the light bulb brighter, that's going to affect obviously the temperature of the balloon. There's a lot of that goes on. The other thing is that the sun affects the electromagnetic waves affect the inner Earth, and that's kind of deals with, people are commenting, and we're going to talk about. I see Jason's got it queued up. The Venezuelan earthquake. Okay, so people have been like, "Hey, listen, there's been a lot of earthquakes." Well, that comes. I mean, there used to be a lot of volcanoes. There used to be ice all over the earth. There was a mini ice age within the history of man being on the earth back in the middle century. I mean, the Middle Ages, that caused a great famine in Europe. I mean, that was caused by the sun being in a very lower activity state. So, do I think man can affect things? Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that when I drive around now, I mean, in the 70s, if you remember what the freeways looked like in the 70s, there was trash everywhere.
Oh, it was the Indian was crying.
Yeah, I remember that guy. That guy was great. I love that guy, especially in Dances with Wolves. He was freaking awesome.
Was it the same guy?
I don't know,
I don't know.
but he looked the same.
This video, and you brought the earthquake up, like
Right.
the video of seeing, they have some capability, but not, the responders have some capability, but not a ton.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Jason, when you get to a situation like that, now you've never experienced that, right?
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a rescue tech, and I never opted to go into that.
So we're talking about,
That
and
field.
let me tell you something. I am the first one to say, I suggest everybody, and I'm going to say this out loud so that people can take some action. What's going to happen in Venezuela is absolutely heartbreaking. I just saw a report. They estimate 60,000. This might be in the title of the article. 60,000 buildings have been either destroyed or damaged throughout Venezuela. That's a lot. And I don't even know, Jason. So that's what I was asking you. These buildings are pancaked. We're talking about multi-story buildings that are just
pancaked. Literally pop, 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 pop.
So how do you? I mean, you can't even really do much, can you?
No, I mean it's a matter of I'm trying to remember out of Virginia, Fairfax County, Virginia, USAR's team is heading that way, and I believe Los Angeles USAR is heading that way. I could be wrong.
Now, these are teams that pick through rubble.
Yes, so they will bring jackhammers. I mean, it's 9/11. It's just like 9/11.
9/11 on steroids.
On steroids, they're gonna jackhammer through concrete to try to find these people that may be in a pocket
inside the building.
Inside, surrounded by concrete, and just hopefully there are survivors. But like they're saying right now, just not reading the whole article, but rescue teams and neighbors are still searching for survivors. As a scale of the disaster comes into sharper focus, more than 1,400 are dead. They already know that number.
Well, that's just a drop in the bucket.
And thousands more remaining. Yeah. But it was a 7.2 and then a 7.5.
Right.
Like fucking right after. Like it's fucking crazy to me.
Yeah.
But we have teams from the States that are heading down, which are the best of the best. These guys are definitely, I mean, just so trained up on being able to do this. I don't know what equipment they're taking down, what they already had.
They can't even have enough. There's just no way.
No. They're obviously gonna rely. I mean, Venezuela had backhoes and loaders and shit. I mean, that shit's there. I don't know what we're taking over there, but those teams got deployed, and those are men and women that have gone through this training. And I'm going to say I'm getting ready to be out of it, but love the fact that these people have gone and done that extra, like just above and beyond extra training to be able to do this shit.
Well, if you can, and if you have the ability, I would recommend, obviously here in Cincinnati, you could go drop stuff off at Matthew 25 Ministries.
Yep.
It's right up there in Blue Ash. They take anything, and if it doesn't help the people in Venezuela, it will help elsewhere. We had some horrible flooding in Kentucky. I know they're going down to Kentucky and helping those people. But one of the better organizations that I've experienced firsthand is Samaritan's Purse, and they've already sent several planes full 747s full of response disaster assistance gear and supplies down to Venezuela, and they are going to continue to. And when I was in Kentucky, do you remember, was it 5 years ago we had that in Appalachia got hit with that horrible flooding and we all went down there?
Yeah.
Well,
our buddy Eric Tansey went out and did a ton of work in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Remember that?
We when I was down there dropping off the ambulance full of food, that the East Side Republican Club did a food drive, not the Democrats, but anyway, that's political. And I don't want to be political in disasters, but I'll just say that.
Spit that on my microphone.
Sorry. But
nicely played.
Yeah, you're welcome. One of the groups that was still there, it wasn't towards the end of it, but one of the groups that had a big presence there was Samaritan's Purse, and that is Billy Graham's son. What's his name? Something Graham.
Franklin.
Yeah,
I believe.
Nothing about, I'm not getting into religion or anything like that, but they do a great job. So if you can tickle the ivories and get on your computer and make a donation to Samaritan's Purse, I highly recommend it. Or if you have some things around the house you want to take, you want to get, there's a Kroger coupon in everyone's mailbox for a free case of water, because I've gotten it today or yesterday. And you can take that case of water and take it straight up to Matthew 25 Ministries in Blue Ash and other things. They even take old latex paint. If you have latex paint laying around the house, you want to get rid of some paint, take it up there. That's the easiest way, because number one, you're not pouring it down the drain, which is bad. Number two, they take all that paint and they mix it together and they make a really lovely color of bleh. But it's when
they
people
do come up with some interesting colors.
But when people are trying to rebuild and they just want to, cover up whatever, that it's useful. So everything you have in your house, spring cleaning, summer cleaning, get rid of some stuff, go up Matthew 25, drop off some stuff. This crisis in Venezuela concerns me not only from the humanitarian standpoint, but it's not like their government is particularly stable given what's happened there with the United States and Maduro. And I'm worried that whenever a disaster like this happens, it could strain the existing government. And there might be some sort of, unrest there, civil unrest caused by this crisis.
Let me play.
But I don't think it was man. I don't think man had anything to do with the earthquake in Venezuela.
How long will it take the ladies on The View tomorrow to blame Trump for the earthquake in Venezuela?
He got out of bed. He got out of bed and put his foot on the floor.
Yeah, you know it's going to happen.
So let me play this video real quick. I think it's the one I want, but I think it's where we can hear it a little bit. This is Marco Rubio talking about, because he was getting questioned, what we were doing. So just for anybody that's not paid attention to any news whatsoever the last few days.
To reporters as he wraps up a trip to Gulf nations, he was asked about the devastating quake in Venezuela. Let's listen.
Earlier this morning with Delcy Rodriguez, the acting president. We're obviously awaiting we're already deploying search and rescue teams from Fairfax County, Virginia, and Los Angeles. There'll be some others we'll add. That's their most immediate need right now is search and rescue efforts. They have a bunch of collapsed buildings, and so they'll need a lot of help in terms of digging through that. The airport there is badly damaged, so we'll have to rely on the Department of War to deploy assets there. And then we're also helping them with some overhead imagery, especially in coastal areas where they don't have full visibility over what the damage has been or what the impact has been. Those are the acute, short-term needs over the next 48 to 72 hours, because in search and rescue, you're trying to get to people while you can still save their lives. They're buried under rubble. And other countries are responding as well. The Qataris have already offered assistance, as we spoke to them earlier today as well. El Salvador has stepped up, and multiple countries around the region, including Chile and others, have reached out to us to communicate and get that happening. As we move forward with that response, with the sort of the short-term phase of response recovery, the second phase, of course, will be identifying the more longer-term and acute needs. What are the things over the long term that they're going to need help with? We'll have a better assessment of that.
So the reason I wanted to play that is the fact that there is so much coordination going on between multiple countries, and America bad, Orange Man bad. Look at everything that we're doing, but then you have Marco Rubio, who is probably one of the most well-spoken persons that I've ever fucking seen, and potentially probably next.
He is.
president.
I mean, he's been
probably
like that.
next
He's
president.
been like that for a long time.
But he's on it, and he comes out just starts. Here's what we're doing. Here's where we're at.
Well, I like Marco Rubio so much because he can take very complex situations and boil it down into language that everyone can understand.
Right.
And he doesn't, he doesn't go for all the polysyllabic terms and words and all. And
Do you mean a word salad?
yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't go for all
Who
that.
talks
Kind
like
of
who talks like a word
he
salad?
he just says things plainly as they can be said, and everyone can understand.
I'm burdened by what's been unburdened. But
I would love to hear
no,
Kamala's take on the earthquake.
Oh, for
but no,
God's sake.
but where everybody, all these Democrats are saying holy shit, this administration is so bad, but yet here we are again, as we should, as good humanitarians, but we are deploying assets to fix something. We didn't cause it, but we're sending people. We could very easily just sit back and be like, hey, deal with it on your own.
Well,
That's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen under Trump.
I mean, we're
And-
involved.
and
We're
the-
involved in Venezuela.
and
now.
the other
And
thing
every
is,
president would do it, but they're going to get shit for doing it, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, they're
it's
gonna
one
get-
way or another,
well,
it's going to get
they
turned
didn't do
around.
enough, right? Absolutely, I can see that. They
Yes.
didn't do it right. They didn't do enough. Well, the one thing I like about this administration is we have very competent, because they hired people based on, their competency. Not their skin color, not their ethnicity, not their sexual orientation. They weren't checking a box. He just tried to put the most qualified people in these positions. And that's what I love the best, is I think that you're going to see a rapid response from the United States. What are you laughing? What's he laughing at?
No, I was going through, I'm trying to figure out which tab we're fucking going to next.
No.
Where we're at, but
Well,
no, it's we're gonna get fucked over.
Yeah.
The Democrats are going to fuck us over and be like, oh, I can't believe they fucking spent that much money to send those people. over
Oh
there."
God, they're still bitching about the pool, which I mean, I've seen
The pool,
have you
the
seen
fucking UFC fight, it's still in the news.
Have you seen the pictures of I didn't have any. I mean, we should, but whatever, we'll cover it later. The mall in DC looks amazing. I think it looks amazing. I don't know about you, but I think it looks amazing.
Yeah, I've seen pictures. Vanilla Ice has fucking been throwing out on TikTok bigger and shit. He was like
Vanilla Ice.
because he's playing.
he did the
It's
thing.
all like a bunch
But
of 80s people, and he was like, "Hey man, like I'm doing this for America. I'm not doing it for Republicans, Democrats. I'm doing it for America." And guess what? We're all back in high school,
But my point is,
and I love that take on it though.
the mall. I didn't know. I almost and look, trust me, I like DC, but not in the summertime because it's a little sticky. Dude, I
Used to smell. Doesn't smell as bad.
Well, the smell that
From
you're
what I'm
smelling is coming from down below rather than somewhere
A
else.
lot of smelly shit around there.
Yeah, but I mean, the point is that they did that idea of turning the mall into like if you ever been to a country fair or a state fair,
Yeah,
it's like a
they're calling it a
national
state fair,
It-
even though it's not.
but it's a national fair, and I think it's amazing. And every
State fair.
state that decided to participate, because some did not, has like little booths there, but they're in. It's just so cool.
Mhm.
I would suggest everybody should go online and see. But the contrast in what Trump's doing by Trump appointing people that are competent, and this is a segue, unlike what's going on, in other Democrat administrations or in past Democrat and current, is they just check a box. Hey, are you X? We need X. Check. Do you like to? How should I say?
You started
painted
down
myself in
this
a
road.
box.
I ain't pulling.
I
you
know.
out.
But throw me a line here. Are you?
I'm trying to figure out where the fuck you're going.
Well, I mean, look. So if people don't know, this weekend here in Cincinnati, we had, or not we, but they had the Pride Festival.
That's right.
And, that is the holy grail of all left-wing politicians, because our mayor here in Cincinnati, the biggest thing that goes on for people that don't know out of our area, the biggest thing that goes on in Cincinnati at the beginning of every baseball season in the spring is
Opening day.
That's-
Opening day.
that's
Nothing.
right
There
right
is
here.
no more important day on the calendar.
it is a high holy holiday
in Cincinnati than
in Cincinnati.
Reds opening day.
It really is. It's well done.
Used to be the first pitch thrown
Right.
in baseball.
Yeah.
Forever,
School
and then
is
they
out.
changed
It'd be nice if they went back to that.
And then they changed it. They fucked us.
Right, they did. School is out. Businesses are closed. Everyone goes downtown for Cincinnati, the Reds parade. Correct.
Opening day parade.
Correct.
Streets are packed.
And it's busy, and everyone's happy because the Reds don't suck yet.
We
so
love. We love baseball in Cincinnati.
love-
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's
Even if it's shitty baseball, we still love it.
well, this year the mayor was not there. So you've got a job. You are
We posted this.
Well, he posted that. That was the day before. The mayor wasn't there. But guess what happened this weekend? This weekend was.
Do you want me to play this video?
Yeah, play this video,
We'll play the video first.
and then we'll get into it.
It's opening day like Cincinnati. Everyone have a great time, and we'll see you here tomorrow.
Okay.
Well,
It's more like a fucking political campaign.
But that's all stock footage.
That's all we need. That's all we need.
That was stock
That's all we
footage.
need of that bullshit.
Because what he did was he made that video, and then he left town because his kid was having his first molar or whatever, and so he left town. And yet today or yesterday was the Pride Parade, which the news, which I blame Dan for this, but the news is, you're in the news, is broadcasting hundreds of thousands of people. Well, listen, I was through last night at 7, and the festival ended at 8. It was a ghost town. It was literally a ghost town. There was no one there, but they're saying hundreds of thousands of people. This
is
the
there a
biggest
section
thing.
of downtown that's
The festival's at Sawyer Point.
oh, it's at Sawyer Point.
Yes.
Okay.
The festival is at Sawyer Point.
All right.
That's why I mentioned Sawyer Point. So the
I said you said you went by Sawyer Point.
I was
Oh
at
my
You didn't say the event was being
See,
held
everybody,
at Sawyer
welcome
Point.
to my
Well,
world.
it's-
Welcome to my
That's
world
the
of what I
reason
have to
said
deal with.
it is there's a reason. So the point of the matter is that they I think they're overinflating numbers. But guess who managed to make the gay pride parade?
Our mayor.
our mayor.
How about
and he
that?
took his kids.
Look at him.
Look at that.
Look
so
at him.
that
He looks so majestic.
he does. He's got his skinny jeans on, his skinny shirt on, something else on, and he's pushing his child. Look, I don't have any problem per se, but they all have to go. You're not going to find any conservatives at this, but this is the left wing. This is the radical left Democrat kissing the ring of the radical base of their party, which is the LGBTQ. And I don't care if you're gay. It's going to sound like I'm anti-gay. I'm really not. I swear to God, I'm not. Be what you want. But what offends me a little bit, and I think people are wearing thin with me at least, and a lot of other people, it's gay pride, not day. It's not gay pride weekend. It's gay pride month.
Right.
And, we need a whole month of this shit crammed down my throat. You want to be gay? That's cool. I don't care. I really don't care. But I'm allowed to have my opinion of it. You're allowed to have your opinion of anything. You're allowed to have your opinion. Doesn't make me wrong to say, you know what? If that's what you want to do, that's great. But that's not for me, and I don't subscribe to it.
There are plenty of people that we've seen either on the internet and I've actually interacted with. They're like, we don't need a whole fucking month.
Oh, it's
we
gay
don't.
pride month.
We actually don't fucking want it.
And every corporation kisses the ring. P&G. What was the news organization?
WCPO.
They all go down there and they kiss the ring. They enter the floats.
Yep.
They enter floats. They enter entries into the parade. I saw an entry into the parade today. I sent it to Jason. The Mental Health Awareness Alliance is some sort of.
Was that the picture?
That was the picture.
Okay. All right.
And I want to tell you what jumps out to me on that. Now, this is a organization that promotes mental health awareness, and they had an entry into the parade. What did they have as the entry into the parade? Can I riddle me this, boys? What do you think their entry into the parade was?
Well,
gay.
I'm
trying.
I'm
trying to read it because I can't see it.
Is that the right one?
Well, there's two, but that's one of them.
Okay.
That is a man.
That's a dude dressed
That
as
is a man dressed as a woman.
Right.
There's another one that has a man dressed as a woman. That was riding around the other side of the truck, the guy in the yellow in the background.
So are they celebrating mental health, or are they celebrating mental difficulties?
Well, I would say the National Association of Mental Illness, NAMI. Well, I would the NAMIs. I would suggest to you that if you're promoting good mental health, you probably shouldn't have people that are probably clearly suffering, in my opinion, not as a psychologist, suffering from some sort of mental health issue. If you think that dressing as a woman makes you a woman, what would you say?
No, dressing as a woman does not make you a woman.
So does that mean that you might have to seek some mental health, cures?
Did you ever watch MASH?
Yes, Klinger. Klinger did not think he was a woman.
Klinger did not think but he dressed as a woman
because he was trying to get booted from the military.
Get a Section 8.
Right.
Or is,
Crazy.
Is that,
That's not what's going on here.
So
I used to. Can I just go off a quick tangent? I used to fucking hate
MASH.
I was young. I was a young kid, so I had no idea about the Korean War, any of that bullshit. And I was young. My dad would watch it, and as soon as I heard,
you'd go crazy.
I'm like, God damn it! All right, I'm going to my room now. Now that I'm older and I like history and trying to educate myself,
you like it.
I could watch it, and now I know exactly because I didn't know what he was doing. I didn't know what he was trying to get pushed out. I was too young.
He was trying to convince everyone he
but
was nuts.
But it's so funny.
This was the picture. I sent this one to him. But right on the side of the van, there's a man dressed as a woman in a dress, and right on the side of the van, mental health is for all. I think the irony of that picture is stunning to me because it's just like I don't think you realize kind of what you're
I don't know. Who are you to say that person that has mental illness though?
Me?
Is that person suffering from
I think that person is suffering from some sort of delusion that they think they're a woman. Okay? Unless he wants to get frogged out of the military, which I don't think that's why he's dressing as a woman, as a man. See, I mean, I know you're skating on thin ice here. You don't want to offend anybody, but I don't have.
I'm not worried about that.
I would say that person is probably suffering from some sort of mental illness. I would say that, and I don't have any problem saying that.
I don't know.
Does that mean?
I mean, I
wait,
remember our friend Lady MAGA USA.
Wait. I'm not
And-
saying that gay people. That's you don't misunderstand me.
I'm trying to
not
figure out
saying-
where you fucking said that.
Well, I'm not saying. I don't know. Somebody's got a picture of it though, and they're wondering why I sent it to them. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that anyone that's gay is suffering from mental illness. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that transsexuals have some sort of. My belief is transsexuals have some sort of mental illness. That's my belief, because I don't think that that's. I know plenty. I know enough gay people. The first thing they tell me is, man, I really have a problem that we're associated now in lockstep with the trannies because they're weird.
Well, I think the American Medical Association has actually come out and diagnosed the whole idea of transgenderism as a mental illness.
Exactly. And that's
Right.
why I mention it. And that's why I'm saying if you're promoting mental illness, you probably
Scientific fact.
you probably want to not put a tranny on your truck that's driving through downtown promoting mental illness. That's my point.
I know you love a little irony.
It's ironic.
Ironic.
Don't you think?
It is ironic.
Before we get to Haiti, can we just briefly go over this bullshit of why Kiefer will never go on a fucking
Oh
cruise?
God, you're gonna play the cruise.
Yes.
Whoa.
I'm not hankering to go on a cruise anytime soon.
Well,
I am never, ever.
Since we probably have just offended some sort of segment of the population with that story,
Let's just keep going.
why not roll for broke? Well,
Let's
let's just anyone that wants to go on a cruise will be pissed off.
Go hard or go home. But people just need to learn how to be fucking normal people.
Civil.
Just normal people. That's all you got to do.
Well, Dan asked what's normal.
And I know a lot of people who love going on cruises.
I do too.
I know people who plan other cruises while they're actually on a cruise.
That's
And
that's
they
excessive.
take multiple cruises a year.
That's fucking excessive.
I know some people absolutely love it.
Jill Billy 007 has been on a cruise. She loved it. I said I will never do it. This almost feels like Carnival is the Spirit Airlines of cruises.
It is actually, to be
Because-
fair, it is. That's a good analogy.
So-
It's
so
a very good
watching-
analogy.
Watching this, I was laughing my fucking ass off. And I was texting our buddy Dexter Pitts, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, "Not even gonna say anything." And that's all I got. But this shit looked like fucking Freedom 250 on the White House lawn.
Oh, what a relaxing time. Getting ready to
Let's take a vacation. they
set
said.
sail on the open water. Gonna have some
Fucking cop got busted
Gonna have some
on his
cocktails.
ass, and also he's like, "Nope, no, it's not gonna happen."
gonna have those drinks with the umbrella in the glass.
For the audio listeners,
Let me get my
it
shoes.
is a bunch of hooligans just fucking going melee.
Before they're even on the ship, though, isn't it?
It's either coming or going.
Yeah, it's like in the
I think they're checking in.
I'm gonna use the term
Wow.
in
I'll tell you what, some of these folks got a lot of stamina because they've been throwing haymakers for a while.
that
I've seen some of these videos like this. It's always
That
the
is
women.
perfect.
Why is it
reason.
always the women that wind up throwing down like that?
I'll say this,
Or at least
'cause
90+% of the time.
you
it's
guys
the
don't
women.
you guys don't know this. So when I lived in the islands, I lived in St. Thomas for a while.
You were gay.
No, and
Okay.
and
Just
and,
checking.
well,
Only gay for the
It's
stay.
okay.
not that there's
Yeah,
anything
just
wrong
for the
with
stay.
that.
It's okay, buddy.
What happens in the islands?
We're accepting here.
But the point of the matter is
I'm
we
trying to
used
help the algorithm.
We used to get people off of the cruise ships every day and take them on dive excursions. And
You're a diver.
I was a dive instructor.
No
How about that?
Yeah.
Happens.
So
The shit that we learn live on the
I mean,
internet.
it's like my little secrets.
I'm certified.
I'm certified.
We should go diving
We should.
in one of your quarries.
If I could fucking make that happen, I totally would.
So but I'm saying Carnival was known and is known. When a Carnival ship came into port, I mean, we knew it, and we didn't we didn't really cater to. Now it's worse now, and this is
Yeah.
years and years ago. It's much worse now.
Oh, dude.
So you got your bottom. Jason nailed it. They are the Spirit Airlines of the cruise industry. Then you go up from there. You know, you go to Royal Caribbean, you go to NCL, Norwegian Cruise Line, and then you get up into, you know, Holland America and some of the other ones, even swankier than that. But the funny thing is the parent organization is the same. They just have different niches that they fill.
Right.
And Carnival is known as
The Walmart of the seas.
it's the
Yes,
Walmart,
the
of the
Walmart
seas.
of the seas. That is fucking
and look,
amazing.
I'm not cracking on Walmart. I love
No,
Walmart.
but it's,
You know what? I'm gonna
Those
make
are my
I'm gonna
people.
make a fucking meme out of that.
Well, didn't
The
they
Walmart
just?
of the
I
sea.
think we discussed the fact they had to change the policy on tipping. That you opt out. They had automatic tipping, and you opt out once you get on the ship. And the line for that was like astronomically
Yes.
long because everyone was going
Yes.
crazy. We did that story, I think. We
It-
covered that story.
I don't know if we covered it. I saw it though, because everyone was all fucking bullshit.
Oh, they're pissed. Yeah, they're pissed because they don't want to tip.
Now again, Spirit Airlines.
Spirit Airlines.
I'm not saying anything, but if you know, you know.
So if you're going to go on a cruise, my advice to you is spend a little extra jack and go on something.
Is it like a lot of extra money to go on
not necessarily
a more upper tier?
not
cruise
necessarily,
line?
but if at the last minute you throw down and you're like, you know what, let's go on a cruise this weekend, honey. You'll get on a Carnival line.
Right now.
I'm not going on a cruise.
I am ever since I saw the documentary on Netflix, the Poop Cruise, the one that was in fucking it was like around Italy, like in the Mediterranean or whatever.
Well, the toilets didn't work.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it was fucking
that's-
absolutely
foul.
fucking
So
horrendous.
that's stuff
People were
nightmares.
shitting in buckets.
Oh my god.
They gave them bags, and then you were supposed to throw the bags over the fucking. They were trying to throw the bags over the edge, but the wind was so bad
It was
that
coming right back.
it was coming right back into the deck
my
below. Oh, dude, yeah. As soon as I saw Poop Cruise, I'm like, yep, I'm not doing it.
That is horrific.
Not doing it.
Listen, I
Not a vacation.
You know,
I
then
want
you
to do.
got your Legionnaire's disease.
Have you
and
been on?
got
Have you been
the
on a cruise,
MRSA.
Dan?
I have not, and I do not.
Jason,
wanna
have you
go on
ever been on a
cruise.
cruise? All right, I will say full disclosure, I have not been on a Caribbean cruise because I worked them, and I was like, okay, I don't want to go on a Caribbean cruise, just not for me.
The rooms are really small, though, aren't they? And a
They're-
lot of those.
I mean, it depends how much jack you have. I
like
mean,
the room we're in now, this would be like maybe 3 rooms on a cruise ship.
not 3, but I mean,
Okay,
you get
2.
they are smaller because they're cramming people on there.
Yeah.
They call them staterooms.
But
Staterooms.
if you're going to Alaska, I would recommend a cruise.
I've heard the Alaskan cruises are.
Alaska is a bit different because Alaska, I mean, you see so much from the ship that you would miss if you were like maybe Wales and the coastline and shit. You can't.
I
see
mean,
it. Plus it's like a bathtub.
You don't have
Plus a glacier, you get really right up close. To
you don't have people like grabbing weaves out of people's hair.
It's a bit of a different.
Okay.
It's a bit of a
I'm
different
just-
clientele.
I was just trying to clarify.
but that's not a racial
Clarifying
statement.
without
I mean,
clarifying.
you got to have some jack because you got to fly to the West Coast, and then
Oh,
you
yeah.
got to get on a ship.
It's
and-
I mean,
I
if
think
you
we
go
left
on a
to-
7-day cruise, it's probably a 14-day fucking
Yeah,
adventure.
It was. I think we went out of Vancouver. I could be wrong, but I think it was Vancouver. I think it was Vancouver. It was Vancouver. But
That's a big jaunt.
That's a nice trip, and I would recommend that to everybody. But the Caribbean nowadays, hell, you can go down to Galveston. There's Carnival has lots of cruises out of Galveston.
I'm not going.
You could drive there.
I'm not going on a cruise.
I could see you on a cruise.
You could not.
So as we're talking about
It's not
cruises,
gonna
you want to talk about Haiti?
Well, there was
Or do
big,
you want to go
a
somewhere?
big debate this weekend over the word temporary. Do we have a clear understanding of what the word temporary means?
Oh,
Because we've had
Not permanent.
temporary is not permanent.
I don't have
The
a
Supreme
college
Court-
degree, but
They
I
don't
can
know what
say-
a woman. The Supreme Court justices don't know what a woman is, but and apparently there's some that don't know the difference between permanent and temporary. But you had Donald Trump and the Supreme Court, and they said that he can cancel this quasi amnesty, temporary protected status granted to a lot of Haitian and I believe Syrian refugees in this country.
Why is
And-
it just those two? Is my question.
Because so many of
Is
them
that just the
have
majority?
been here for so long, I think.
Okay,
And I mean, years and years and years.
I didn't mean to derail you, but
No, and then I saw a posting by Bill Malhusian earlier today
Fox News.
and I mean, Bill Maloogian knows what's going on. That guy was at the border 24/7,
did a
covering the
great
border
job.
when no one else was covering the border.
Exactly right.
And he talked about a lot of these, and not so much here in Springfield, Ohio, but in other parts of the country. He talked about you had a lot of these individuals who were living for years in Chile and Brazil, other parts, a lot of South American countries. And then when Biden opened the border, they came and before they crossed the border, they ditched all their documentation. And so he did multiple stories on how, I mean, you've got ID cards, you've got passports, you've got all this documentation of all these people who've been living as refugees in other countries. But as soon as Biden opened the border, they came here and they came in illegally. And you had the NGOs, one of them,
Catholic Charities,
telling them how to game the system. So all we've been hearing this week is how devastating that Mike DeWine was on the Sunday shows today. Oh, it's a terrible decision for Ohio. What is his
infatuation with Haiti? Because it's long.
I don't know.
Because he has those fucking schools and shit.
Yeah, he's got a long history with Haiti.
And
he's connected.
If you watch news media, they would have you believe that the town of Springfield, Ohio, was just devastated by this news because
that's why they're eating the dogs.
The folks that they've woven into the community, they all this
hide your dogs, hide your cats.
Where's the cat noise when you need it?
But let me read you a little bit from Breitbart. Here's the headline from Breitbart. Citizens in Springfield, Ohio rejoice.
Wait a second.
At Trump's Haitian TPS amnesty win. American citizens in Springfield, Ohio, rejoicing after the Supreme Court allowed Donald Trump to cancel the TPS status granted to the city's huge population of Haitian migrants. Yes, the Supreme Court allowing deportation of Haitians continues, said a message from the local Facebook group. When is the farewell party? Said another posting on social media. So the idea that that this is universally being frowned upon in Ohio
bullshit.
Is completely untrue.
Well, we had Jason. Who did we have on talking about Springfield? Wasn't it Springfield, or was it was one of the communities? We had the mayor, your buddy Dan wasn't on the show yet.
Oh shit! I'm trying. I'm trying to remember.
And we discussed the condition of the housing that they were crammed into, that they lived by choice like that.
Yes,
remember that? Remember that?
Yeah, I remember. I can't remember who it was, and I feel like a piece of shit because I don't.
But that's okay. But the point of the matter is, Dan's exactly right. Is there going to be some impact? I'm sure there will be. But you know what? What part of temporary do you not understand?
I don't. Temporary means temporary.
And I've heard that's where I get fucking frustrated, reading this shit.
And why is it temporary? If it's not temporary, why are we calling it temporary?
Then just say, hey, you're in.
And how many of those people, because I did see a story about it, and I don't know that I know the number to be verified, so I don't want to shut up, but how many of those people that have been here for a while have now had children that are American citizens?
Now they're babies, yeah.
And guess what? They stay and you go.
No, the baby will hold you there. The baby will hold you. Anchor baby's going to hold him there.
But that's not exactly.
But that's still not settled law.
That's not exactly Trump fucking true, because I work with somebody who. Well, all right. I don't want to misspeak.
Careful.
Yeah.
Don't want you to get in trouble.
Yeah, I got to. But a buddy of mine, his mom got deported. They're from Nigeria.
Okay.
He's still here. He's older though. Like they've been here a long time, but she ended up getting deported.
Okay. But he wasn't a minor.
But he was not. When she got deported, he was not a minor.
Well, that's the difference.
Yeah, that's the difference. That's why I started and I stopped.
But this is still working its way through the Supreme Court. The Trump's thing with birthright citizenship, that's not been ruled on yet. So this is key to what is happening here in Ohio.
Well, like you said, the whole temporary, it's
not temporary. So the other component of this is you've got a lot of Republicans, or not Republicans, but those who hate Trump, falling back on this idea that Trump called Haiti and some other countries shithole countries. Remember when Trump made that comment? So Anderson Cooper,
not wrong.
Yeah,
by the way,
but now, let's play the Jake Tapper bite first.
Oh, you want the Tapper?
Yeah. So this was today. Mark Wayne Mullen on with
I love that guy.
Jake Tapper for State of the Union.
I wish that guy would be my stepdad.
And listen to how bad Haiti is, and we can't send these people back there. Here's from this morning on CNN. Let's hear this. I'll let Mark Wayne at the end here.
Based on everything I've read, including the UN and Human Rights Watch, it doesn't sound safe for Haitians. More than 8,100 killings documented last year. Those weren't Americans. Haiti is among the top 5 countries with the highest rates of rape and sexual abuse, with more than 1,200 cases of sexual violence last year. That's not Americans. 1.4 million people have been displaced. Those aren't Americans. Is there a question in that?
So Jake Tapper's rattling off all these statistics.
Just sitting there.
When he says that, to me, it sounds like pretty much a shithole country if things are that bad.
How dare you call it a shithole?
Yeah, but let's go back to this. Now this goes back a little bit to 2018 when Trump first said this, and here's Anderson Cooper talking about the folks in Haiti and how he's been there and all the rest of it. Let's hear what Jake Tapper had to say about Haiti. Not Tapper, but Anderson Cooper.
Yeah, I was like, fuck.
Let's see what Anderson had to say. This is good.
And I mean, Haiti is so, it's the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. But it's, a country can be poor economically and rich in culture and rich in the strength of the people and rich in so many different ways. And Haiti is in that way among the richest countries I've ever been to. I mean, the Haitian people are incredibly strong, carry themselves with such dignity. And for generations, have had governments which have not paid attention to them, which have stolen from them. And yet, whatever adversity they have faced, they face it head on. And as I said, when you meet them, they, Haitians look you in the eye, they slap your hand hard when you shake it. And I think you're going to have an unforgettable experience. I've come back a lot.
So there you go.
He said they slap your hand hard.
So
let me start to.
So what is it? Is it Jake Tapper? Is it a shithole country, as he pointed out, or is it Anderson Cooper?
Can I tell you
how amazing the Haiti and the Haitian people are?
Joe, Billy, and I went to Dominican Republic a couple years ago.
Share the island, right?
Share the island,
right.
And they're like, if you're going to travel, do not go into Haiti. Do not.
That seems.
And I got it like
that seems racist.
18 different fucking times from Islanders at the resort, even out in public. They're like, do not.
For people that don't know, same island.
Yes.
Same island.
Just one border.
Just one border right down the middle, pretty much.
I mean, we were never planning to do it anyway, but it probably would have been maybe an hour and a half, 2-hour trek to go. They're like, do not go into Haiti.
Are they free? Are people free to travel back and forth? Or no.
No, it's pretty regular.
They've got fences, and they don't.
A wall?
Yeah.
Is there a wall?
Who knows? I didn't go.
Isn't that weird?
I asked Jason when he came back. I said, "Hey, how is it?" And he's like, "Yeah, they don't want you going over there."
Yeah, the last place I want to go is Haiti.
So, I mean, listen,
I'm getting ready to get a colonoscopy in a couple days. I would rather stay on the toilet for fucking 5 days
for the prep
than go to fucking Haiti.
My only thing is how much money, because the Clintons were involved. Remember, the Clintons had some Haitian stuff.
They did
the
quite
Clinton
well.
Foundation. Right?
The Clintons themselves did quite well, though.
So how much money?
I think it was an earthquake.
I think it
don't.
Was.
Yeah. You remember the water?
Let's be
no,
don't let the
Puerto
Clinton
Rico.
Foundation get involved in the Venezuela earthquake.
No,
please.
Please.
Don't give them a dime.
But my point is that how much money has been sent through the years to rebuild, to stabilize, to strengthen Haiti, and it's just not getting done. So why?
I think the people at the top are probably doing quite nicely.
Then let's replace them.
If
we replace Maduro, clearly we can replace
we
a Haitian warlord or whatever, whoever the hell is running Haiti, and make it into, if the Dominican Republic can be, and let me side note, I know a company that is medical company. There's a lot of medical companies that manufacture shit in the Dominican Republic, and has a huge tourism trade. Jason went, a lot of very nice resorts. Haiti could be that if it was ran competently. It's the same fucking island. Exactly. It's the same island. It's not like you can't be like, yeah, well, They got the nice side. We got the shitty side. It's a fucking island.
We got the left. We got the right.
You got your beaches.
We got you, scuba.
Can we talk about before we close the
But the thing, and
scared me.
here's the other thing.
I thought I completely.
I
just
read
stopped our
about
shit.
a lot of these people with the temporary protected status.
temporary?
They've been
Temporary.
Temporary.
what I guess some
I'm
of
going
them
to
for,
put a big sign back here
They've been
that
here
says
for a long time.
temporary.
5 years, 6 years, 10 years, whatever the case may be.
Right.
And Mark Wayne Mullen made this clear during that interview. He said they could have taken steps to upgrade their status, pass the immigration test, whatever, be here. I mean, technically you're here legally with the temporary status.
But it's temporary, so there's a
But
process.
they could have taken steps if they wanted to become American citizens.
Instead of just relying on this temporary. Being
Yeah,
permanent.
and the vast majority chose not to do that.
Well, it's like
So a lot of this is on them. If they're going to get to see the egress, then a lot of that is on them.
Well, it's like they come in and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's temporary. All right, cool. I'm in."
Yeah.
And then you forget. It's like, I know my bill is due on the 1st of the month, but we're at like the 15th,
Right.
the 25th, and then all of a sudden now you're at the 5th. You're like, "Oh shit! I forgot I had to pay that." They did that for a period, and I don't know what that temporary status timeline is. But there's a process to go through. We allow you to be here, but you have to follow these fucking steps. It's like me recertifying for my fire or EMS card. I have 3 years to recertify. If I opt to not do the things,
That's on you.
and get all the continuing ed that I need to get,
Yeah.
then when it's time to pay the man, and you can't pay the man, showing him the hours, then get the fuck out. Dude.
I imagine that there's a lot of Ohioans, native Ohioans that are born and raised here, that might live in the Springfield area that are either looking for housing or looking for apartments. They're going to have an easier time finding such because there's going to be a lot of vacancies up in Springfield. I mean, man, so it's not all a loss.
There were a lot of absentee landlords that did quite well though.
The fucking dog,
with
the
the-
dog
yeah.
warden fucking lost his job.
the geese in the park.
And the geese.
I just wanted to tell you guys, I have a new hero. I just want to let you know, I have a new hero. And I full disclosure, I do not watch much WNBA. But
Well, you're not alone there.
ratings are not the greatest, and that's not because of anything else, because I don't watch the NBA either. But Sophie Cunningham, I believe is her name.
That's her name.
She is my new hero.
Statuesque blonde.
And not because of that, but it doesn't hurt. The reason is if you've been watching the news at all, Caitlin Clark got mugged literally, and then called for a foul. And this girl comes in, and I think we just have the still. I don't know if we have.
I think it's just a still.
But if you guys get a chance to watch this, she comes in. She doesn't trash talk. She says nothing. She just points with her finger at the player that did it. She just pointed, and she kept pointing for 22 seconds. And the player that was the offender went nuts, and like there was almost a fight on the floor. And she just confidently said, "You know what? And with that finger," and it was the pointy finger. It wasn't the middle finger. So a lot of people might have
Pointy
used
finger.
the middle
Yeah.
finger. She just pointed, and she clearly sent a message that I'm watching you. I know what you did, and that's bullshit. And that was it. She didn't, without even a word. And she totally owned the situation. And she is now a WNBA basketball player, is my new hero.
That's very nice.
What did you think of it?
No, I've known about her for a long time. She's sort of
I knew nothing about it.
Caitlin Clark's bodyguard, so she watches out for her when she's on the floor and does what she can to keep her from being attacked. But No, I mean these ladies and why they are so universally accepted by the sports crowd for the just horrific sportsmanship that they show.
Maybe they were on a
and
Carnival
the, and
cruise.
the absolutely poor behavior.
Maybe they just came off of a Carnival cruise.
Yeah, and the fact that they cannot stomach that a white girl. I think the WNBA is 78 or 80% women of color.
Lesbians. Sorry.
And the fact that they cannot abide that we have
it's your month.
that we have
For a
that
couple more
Caitlin
days.
Clark is able to do what she does,
Right.
and become the superstar that she's become in a short amount of time, really does not reflect well upon any of them.
I just think that the like I said, I don't watch much of the WNBA. I don't watch much of the NBA. But this girl needs to be made into a role model, because rather than going and clobbering the other player or attacking the other player or grabbing her,
just made that subtle fucking movement.
just 22 seconds of pointing the finger, and that drove them nuts. So I respect her. I don't know anything else about her, but the way she handled that situation, I totally respect her. Strong woman, strong sportsman, and I respect the hell out of it.
Well,
All right.
Well, Dano and I have a bodyguard.
Oh no,
because we're fucking huge. We're huge. This podcast is just hitting the fucking
where are we going?
The internet waves everywhere, and luckily we have a bodyguard.
I feel like something.
Well, and this is also Andrew's new workout routine.
You fuckers.
I mean, look, Pappas is all about his fitness.
My Taekwondo workout.
Yeah, you could call it that.
Yeah,
you
can call it something.
But this is a new workout routine for Pappas.
Bullshit. This is total bullshit.
And he'll be at the gym tomorrow morning, doing a little bit of this exercise. Here we go.
Go.
There we go. Look at the dexterity.
Andrew, you're doing great.
Look at the fierceness.
Missed it a little bit.
That's okay.
Who could withstand that withering attack with the nunchucks? There you go.
So anybody,
I'll tell you what.
anybody that is even remotely thinking, if you see us out in public, that you want to fuck with us, me and Dan, Pappas is going to rile you down.
You know, I do have nunchucks. I really do.
I'm not shocked.
I swear, I have nunchucks. It's been a long time, because one wrong move. You know that move in the middle with the nunchuck? That goes wrong. You're dropping to the ground. You're dropping straight to the ground.
You're gonna have an exploding.
You're gonna have you got your scrotum. You got your testicles.
You got your fucking rib cage.
And then you got your hospitals.
She was giving her.
She came over from the hobby horse competition to go with the nunchucks.
So before we started today, we actually decided Tuesday will be our next show. We'll give you a time. It'll be 5 or 6-ish. We'll figure it out. But follow us on
Unless it's
Instagram.
too hot. What if we don't have electricity?
Oh, it might be hot. We might get throttled down.
Fire up Beck Jord again. Fire it up.
We have enough cold in this house that it'll last. It'll last for a week.
You guys want to hang meat? Bring it here.
Yeah. So
absolutely.
I'll post it out on Instagram and Facebook what time we're actually going, but probably 5 or 6. We'll see you Tuesday. Remember, hit the like, subscribe,
hit the like button,
tell somebody.
We do have a GOP meeting that night,
and we love you.
We'll do 5.
So we will. We'll see you guys. We appreciate you on a Sunday evening.
You go to a lot of meetings.
Have a good week.